I delivered our letter to Fort Mercius. I don't think they suspected anything.
I knew I was right to entrust that task to you. You've got that honest kind of face that makes it easy to fool people.
Is that meant to be a compliment?
What did you write in the letter?
I informed them that reinforcements were on the way. It would have been suspicious for troops to show up unannounced.
So, the plan is...
We'll disguise ourselves as reinforcements from the Imperial capital and sneak into Fort Mercius.
Oh, you used my disguise plan after all.
We've also procured Imperial Army uniforms.
Ooh, good work. I knew this was the only way.
However, that alone wouldn't be enough.
You did say the plan needed a little more refinement. Are you going to dress up like Edelgard, Claude?
I'm not sure that would accomplish much. In the letter, I included the name of the Imperial general leading the reinforcements. While we're heading to the fort, a separate army is going to attack us.
We're going to be attacked?
That's all just for show, though. It'll be our allies who are attacking us.
Oh, I get it. We're going to make it look like the Alliance is attacking Imperial reinforcements.
Right. When the troops in the fortress panic and open up the gates, we're in.
I'd love nothing more than for this plan to work, but I've got some bad news for you. Apparently, the notorious Death Knight has been placed in charge of defending Fort Mercius.
The one who kidnapped Flame.
The Death Knight. I did not wish to ever think of him again.
He got some acclaim in the battle to subjugate Western Fargus. They say he holds the most military prowess in the Empire.
Even so, we've got Teach here to command us. All will be well. You have to trust us.
So your big plan is to just trust your professor? Really, boy?
Apparently.
Under the professor's guidance, I'm sure we'll manage somehow. We're counting on the tactics you learned from Captain Gerald.
Prepare yourselves, everyone. It's time. Teach, this is for your ears only, but there's actually one more part to my plan. I had hoped it wouldn't come to this, but I have no choice.
What are you talking
Absolutely.
about?
We can't afford to hold anything back. Thanks to Edelgard's strength, the Imperial Army is more unified than I would have expected. It was a painful realization, but after our battle at Gronder Field, it's clear that we can't win if we don't pull out all the stops. I also realized something else during that battle. There really is something special about you, Teach. The reason we were all able to keep our cool in the midst of the chaos was because we all trust in you, in your command and in your strength. Everyone here believes that we will win as long as we have you on our side. Our faith in you is borderline religious. You and I, we have what it takes to free Fodlan from the Empire's rule. I know in my heart that we'll make it through to witness the world after all the fighting has ceased.
That man approaches.
Caspar and Lindhart are
Who are
here.
you talking about? You don't mean that professor, do you? It doesn't matter. No one could take this fortress.
Sounds like a bother. I'll be taking a nap about now.
Will Death's scythe claim you? Or will I fall to that sword of yours?
Thanks so much. You're a sweetheart. Appreciate
I'm
it.
sure. Your faith isn't quite high enough for a guaranteed pass, so we're gonna hold off. That's a nice fortress you have there. It would be a shame if somebody stole it from you.
While awaiting reinforcements, the Alliance predicts the Empire will continue to fortify its defenses at Fort Mercius. Knowing this risk, Claude and a select few advance, hoping to gain entry to the fort through deception.
If my memory serves me correctly, this guy is just gonna fucking bolt. Lentart's in the back. I wonder if I can actually recruit him. I'm gonna try. Caspar's holding the east, or excuse me, the west. I'm gonna try to recruit the two of them. They will either join my cause or die by my blade. And there is treasure. There. If I remember, there's another one around over. I thought there was one around over here. Suppose I'm remembering wrong. Maybe that's a different chapter, but same map. And everyone's got good. I kind of want you to have Aegis. Yeah, all that's good.
General, reinforcements have arrived from the capital. They clashed with Alliance forces in the outskirts of the city, but should enter the fortress soon.
You let them in? Make haste and slaughter them all!
Huh? Why?
They are enemies. Slaughter them all. I will not say it again.
We made it in. Professor, take control from the south. I have my own...
Some allies. Nadir! Almiran reinforcements.
I see your skills haven't dulled yet, kiddo.
What did you expect? Everyone, listen up! From now on, the Almiran forces will be fighting by our side. We'll work as one, and we will bring down that fort together!
Surprise, motherfucker! Do I have control of Nadir?
An impregnable fortress is a wide-open prairie once you get inside. From here, we'll attack from the north and south at once.
No different than a prairie, you say? You've got a strange head on your shoulders, kiddo.
For Nadir the Undefeated, this should be as easy as a walk in a meadow, right?
Ha! Well, goddess or death god or whoever they may be, let's crush them to dust.
Each gate will call reinforcements. Nadir is an ally.
At the ready. You got yourself killed.
What's my strategy? This could turn the tides.
I'd be honored.
I'll cut through.
Shall we?
Shall we?
My orders?
What's the plan?
Leave it to me.
Should have refreshed my battalions, but that's okay.
You're a big help.
Let's make this quick. I'll do my best.
Ping! Burn!
Another victory.
Ooh, I need to watch out for that ballista. That ain't good. I think that's under the chest.
You're mine!
There is another chest.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Allow me to demonstrate! This could turn the tides.
Too close for my liking.
You will assist Felix. You will assist that group.
I fought and won.
As I make a beeline.
I'd rather not fight, yet avoiding it is more frustrating and fruitless than engaging in the battle itself.
Hello, Comic Foil. Enjoy Animal Crossing. While allies will not kill commanders, but I don't know if Lindhard counts as a commander or an ally. Well, not an ally, just a regular enemy unit. We're gonna find out. And he's dead.
I hope someday there will be no fighting and...
Couldn't be helped. I quite literally could not get the professor over there in time. No sense dwelling on it.
Make a difference?
Pointless.
Okay, so we're dealing with that thing now. Open with a crit, Lawrence.
Thought you could best me.
Fun to watch. For Gerald.
Too slow.
That's how you open with a crit. Take notes, ladies and gentlemen.
The time is ripe.
Yeah, he's making a break for it.
Report! The Death Knight is moving. It looks like they're abandoning the fortress and making an escape.
We need to put an end to this here and now. Come on, let's circle around and cut off his retreat.
A nobleman does his duty. Our quarrel wasn't personal. My...
Then that's what. Wait, where's Claude? Oh, that needs to go on Leone.
One to remember.
An offensive sight! A nobleman does his duty.
I could learn from that.
You don't actually kill the Death Knight here, by the way. It doesn't matter if you catch him or not. You will kill him later. Even if you defeat him here, he still lives, so it's largely pointless to really go after him. Unless you just really want those Dark Seals.
Be gone with you! Too close for my liking. I'll tolerate no obstacle. I can still fight. Appreciate it.
That's the end of it. Hey!
Hey, how long's it been? 5 years? Who'd have thought you'd end up an Imperial general?
So, you wish to die?
As antisocial and unhinged as ever, I see.
And I just got his attention. A crit would be amazing. He's still running for it?
Pure grit!
Oh, now you get a crit.
Thank you.
How about a curtsy?
Shall we?
Yeah, he's just bolting.
I must steel myself.
I feel like there's something crawling on me, but there isn't. It just bugs me.
Thanks.
What's this?
The time of ruin draws near.
Report! The Death Knight has escaped the fortress!
He gave up too easily. Does he have some other plan? Let's deal with the remaining.
Now you just rout the enemy.
have my support.
Oh, I got it.
Boom.
I won, didn't I?
Punch! Excellent work, Raphael.
Am I...
Amazing.
That helps.
You haven't earned my pity.
That was a waste of the claymore. Still good damage.
Next try. Pure grit.
Nice opening, even though it was unnecessary. Stupid.
Did you have to kill a lot of your friends to get here? Because I'm gonna give this fight everything I've got!
Way to guilt trip this thing.
I'm still here. Jump up. I need to slow down. Thank you.
It's way over my head, and I don't really get what's going on between you and Edelgard. I thought for sure you two would come to an understanding, but I guess I was wrong. Don't worry about me. I always knew losing meant death.
I wish I could have saved you, my friend.
It was meant to be.
It is coming. Leave now, or all of you will die.
Run! We have to evacuate immediately!
And this is why I hate the Silver Snow Path.
What just happened here? The fort. It's just gone.
Yeah, just airstrikes, missile strikes, in a fantasy game.
What was that? It was like a javelin of light fell from the sky.
Javelin of light. Well, that describes it pretty well. The fortress was supposedly impregnable, but look at it now. It's hard to imagine that the Empire would do something like that. But if not them, then who? And for what purpose? If they wanted to kill us, then why wait until now to use it?
Do we really have time to be worrying about that? If another one of those javelins of light falls, we're all dead.
Claude, there are things I wish to ask you, but first we must hurry and withdraw.
Right you are. Come on, everyone. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Claude, it is time for you to explain. Why are you so close with an Almiran general?
Well, he did quite a bit for me when I was younger.
When you were younger? So, before you joined House Regan? How and where did you meet him? There aren't many opportunities to meet a general from Almyra in Fodlan.
If that's what you believe, it's only because that's what you've been led to believe. After all, we have Cyril here among our allies, and he was born in Almyra.
Hey now, don't drag me into this.
There's a big, wide world outside of Fodlan, and it's overflowing with different places and cultures. You think interacting with outsiders is odd, but isn't avoiding contact with the outside world far more unnatural?
Don't change the subject, Claude. To the people of the Alliance, the Almyrans are...
It's true that there's a history of hostility, but why should that mean we're doomed to remain hostile forever? The Almyrans aren't monsters. Just look at Cyril. Does he look like a monster to you?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
He's making a point,
right,
kid.
Teach? What did you think when you met Nadir?
He's certainly interesting.
I'll tell him you said that. And I'm sure that if all of you got to know him, all of your preconceived notions would change, too. I know you guys, and you aren't the type of people to reject someone without trying to get to know them.
But how did those Almyrans even get past Fodlan's throat? I doubt my brother would just let them pass without saying anything.
Yeah, about that. I actually made sure your brother met Nadir in advance.
What? Lord Holst met with an Almyran general?
Oh, so that's why you were so interested in my brother. But wait, they're supposed to be bitter enemies. They've fought each other several times before.
I know, it was a big gamble. But rather than having me try to convince them myself, I knew it would be easier to just have them meet. They were taken aback at first, but sure enough, they hit it off. They were even drinking to their newfound brotherhood before parting.
It makes sense. If you take the greatest heroes away from the battlefield, of course they'll get along.
Fighting one minute and drinking together the next? Men are so weird.
Yeah, that's not that it's not wrong. That pretty much sums it up.
Ultimately, someone's bloodline has nothing to do with the friendships they forge. Relations between the Alliance and Elmyra is a matter we'll tackle in the future. Still, I want to take this opportunity to make one thing clear to all of you. After we defeat the Empire, I intend to tear down the walls that separate Fodlan from the outside world. I want to let people and goods come and go freely, and in doing so, eradicate prejudices about the outside world.
Huh? Would it even be possible to achieve such a thing? It directly contradicts the Seros' tenets.
Does it? I'm not so sure. In any case, I'm prepared for the inevitable protests and criticism. New ways of doing things are always met with resistance. During our time at the Officers' Academy, all of you overcame the barriers of birthplace, status, and ideology. Having gone through so much with all of you, I have no doubt that, in time, you'll understand.
I guess there were a lot of different people there. People we wouldn't have met through the normal course of our lives.
Duscur once opposed the kingdom, but there was someone from Duscur there. Brigid once invaded the Empire, but the Brigid princess was there. We ate at the same table as those people. Sure, sometimes we didn't get along, but other times we helped each other out. Can we really draw a definitive line in the sand and say one group of people is all good and another all bad? If I can realize my dream, Fodlan will be reborn. The old age will end, and we'll welcome a new dawn.
But if...
Save your objections for another day, Gloucester boy. That said, there are more pressing matters to discuss. Our next step is to invade the Imperial capital, right?
That's right. I'm sure Edelgard is eagerly awaiting our arrival in Enbar. Reinforcements from the Alliance Lords should arrive soon. Let's make sure we're ready to greet them.
Interesting.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Garland Moon. The Chaos of War. Claude's plan to call in all Myran forces succeeds, and the Alliance army captures Fort Merceus. Before they can celebrate their victory, javelins of light rain down from the sky and destroy the fort. Forced to temporarily evacuate, the Alliance army regroups at Garreg Mach until it is ready to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
It's almost time to invade the Imperial capital. We still don't know where Rhea is, but if she's alive, she's likely in Enbar. Hopefully we manage to find her without too much trouble.
We need to save her.
I know, but if we're not careful, she'll just be whisked away again. I'm sure you must be anxious to see her again. I understand. You need to see Rhea again so you can figure out who you really are. But we're going up against Edelgard here. It won't be so simple.
Our next stop is the Imperial capital. We've sure come a long way.
What are you talking about? This is Garreg Mach. It's where we started.
I didn't mean literally, Raphael. I was speaking symbolically.
My earnest desire to protect the Alliance has carried me this far. It will not fail me. I am sure the rest of you all have your own reasons to fight as well. Of course, I understand that the fight will not end until we defeat the Empire. And now the time has arrived at long last to march on the Imperial capital and defeat the Emperor.
It really gets you thinking, doesn't it? We all come from different places and have different goals and dreams. But thanks to those two, we were all able to come together and overcome all sorts of challenges.
You are referring to Claude and the Professor, I assume? Even within our own odd group, those two are particularly unusual.
Oh, so you are aware that you're odd.
Well, it was simply a figure of speech. I am speaking about Claude and the Professor right now.
They're like the wind and the trees.
Huh? Claude and the Professor are? What does that even mean? And who is which?
Oh, I was just thinking that if we're the birds, then those two are like the trees and the wind. The Professor is a great tree that kindly embraces us and watches over us as we perch on its branches. And Claude is like the wind, pushing us forward as we soar across the open sky.
The metaphor about the Professor is solid, but I think Claude just blows us around on a whim. Still, we owe him a lot.
I think that's beautiful, Marianne. I can really picture it. When this war is over, I'd love to paint a picture of those two. Oh, and of all the people we've fought with as well.
You mean like a historical painting? I like that. Maybe our descendants will look at it a long, long time from now.
I must say, that piques my interest. I look forward to seeing how you portray my valiant efforts.
When you put it that way, we may be witnessing one of the greatest events in Fodlan's history. It's a lot of pressure, but the sense of duty I feel is even stronger than the fear.
I'm just happy to be here with all of you. I won't get scared, no matter what we face.
We have our goal. Enbar, the Imperial capital. Let's get to work.
Boy, y'all just keep talking. The inventor of the umbrella was going to just call it Brella, but he hesitated.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time as, well, you'll see support conversations. That will be kind of like I'm trying to do this now. Support conversations at the end of videos, just kind of slated in there. But until then, I am the Dark Seraph, signing off.